Hey guys, happy Tuesday. Time for Tidbit Tuesdays. So, we're getting really close to open enrollment, so I wanted to review a few things with you guys to keep in mind as open enrollment is fast approaching. So, it's really important when we're choosing plans that we figure out how you're going to use your coverage, number one. You go to the doctor a lot? Do you have medications that you take? Are you open to switching doctors? Because obviously plans change every year, doctors go in and out of network, and you're not going to be happy with a plan that you pick if it doesn't match the way how you're going to use health insurance. So what's available out there? So I get a lot of requests for PPO plans, and I've talked about this in the past before. PPO plans, yes, you can choose your provider, but if you go out of network, you pay a whole lot more, and PPO plans generally are only available through an employer in Texas. On the marketplace, you can get HMOs and you can get EPOs. HMOs, you have to stay in network and you do need a referral to see a specialist. EPOs, you do have to stay in network, but you don't need any referrals. So the network tends to be a little bit bigger with EPOs. And a lot of times for people who are going from a PPO, I usually try to recommend an EPO if their doctors are in network because it's a less stressful figuring out the ins and outs on how that works. There are some private PPOs, but they are not major medical coverage. So that is an option for some people, but you need to be healthy. Those are ideal if you don't have high usage of medical care. So it does give you a benefit as a PPO, which means basically for most of my clients who have a plan like that, I explain to them that it's not major medical. It is a limited benefit plan. It can save you tons of money in premium, but you have to understand what the plan pays. And generally, you're a cash patient, and then you get a receipt and you file for reimbursement because the plan's going to pay the same amount whether you're in or out of network. That's how these limited benefits plan work, which can really be a good fit for some people. But we have to evaluate that. And if you're not used to something like that, sometimes that's not a good fit. I very much hesitate switching to someone to something like that, even though sometimes the cost savings seem very appealing, because I don't want people to get frustrated on trying to learn how to use a different type of insurance. So that's really key, is figuring all those things out. There are short-term plans. Let's say your COBRA is ending and you're not sure what you want. Well, we could do a short-term plan until open enrollment if you want to wait to see what the plans are going to be for the next year if you don't have high usage. I had someone just the other day that their coverage is expiring at the end of the month, and they they realize that they could do a short-term plan until the open enrollment plans come, and they're choosing to do that and just waiting to see what the 2024 plans are. They went and did all their medical appointments. They don't have anything upcoming in the next few months. They were smart. They went ahead and tried to get everything in, any prescriptions filled, all those fun things, until we can see what the new coverage will look like for next year. So it's a lot to think about. It's a lot. I mean, I know insurance goes up every year. I know sometimes it feels like nothing gets covered. Major medical, your wellness, your well women check, all those things will be covered at 100%. That's not always true on the limited benefit plan. But when we look at maybe switching you to something like that, or you want to see what that looks like, I always look at the bottom line. So the bottom line is what you're going to pay for healthcare costs, which includes your premium plus anything you pay out of pocket. So for some people, the premium's low. They pay nothing out of pocket for different treatments. Great. For other people, we have a higher premium, but then they pay lower for treatments and stuff like that. Again, I look at the bottom line, that bottom dollar amount, to see where you're going to enjoy the most savings. And of course, have the most coverage whenever it's possible. So start thinking about these things, thinking about how you used your plans this year, what changes are going to happen next year. It's very important to let me know if you have upcoming surgeries, planning to have a baby, That will determine what kind of coverage we get for you. But my schedule is available now for you to go on my schedule and schedule after November 1st. You want to review your existing coverage, we're going to do that, of course. And if you're new, you're not my client, then you can still certainly get on my schedule, and I'm happy to kind of get all the information from you, send you some quotes. But we can do that after November 1 when all the plans are available. We'll see what's out there, and I try my very best to match you with a plan that makes the most sense for you and your family. So until next week, peace out.